Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one's called Disaster on the Dan Rhine. Yes. Man, it was a disaster on the Dan Rhine. The Dan Rhine is in Chicago, Illinois. That's like a expressway. Which is real bad. It's notorious for crashes and stuff like that. But one day, I was getting ready for work, and it was like going on 9 something. I think I worked from 10 to 6, so I was getting ready to go to work. So I jumped in my Plymouth Horizon. You know those little hatchback Plymouth Horizons? Yeah, I jumped in my hatchback Horizon and proceeded to go. So as I was driving, and I was bumping the music, bumping Chub Rock. It's 1990. Chub Rock jumps up on the scene with the lean in a pocket full of green. The green doesn't crack. Remember? Remember that man, Chub Rock? Yeah, the Chub Rock. I was bumping Chub Rock back then. Mm. So I'm driving and bumping. Boom, boom, boom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. So as I was driving, it was a white van in front of me. And it was going fairly, it was going like 55, but I was going like 60. So so I figured I'd go to another lane and then pass them. Normal stuff. But when I turned to the other lane and attempted to pass him, he he came over and merged into me and crashed into me. And with me just doing my brakes that day, and they were stopping on the dam, and it was raining outside a little bit. That's started me skidding. So, and then it was a car on the side of the road. It was a Buick Century, and I ended up running into the back of it. So right then and there, I tried to jump out the car, but for some reason the door was jammed and it wouldn't open up. So, and I had broke the gear shift off. The gear in the floor, what you switch gears with. My thigh broke that off because when on impact, when the van hit me from the side, it knocked me sideways. So and my thigh broke the gear shift off. So I was mad trying to get out the car, trying to get to them. And then I saw the van. Somebody jumped out the driver's side, and the driver and the passenger jumped in behind the wheel. She was a lady who came out the driver's side, and then the passenger was a male. So by the time the state troopers got there, by the time they got there, they had the jaws of life with them. They ready to cut my car open like a can. And I told them, no, no. I started hitting the door, and then one of them picked the handle up and pulled it, and I was able to get out. So when I got out, I was trying to get to the person that hit me. I was trying to get them, but I couldn't walk, because I was like on one leg most. I was trying to get over there to him, and the police end up grabbing me and they tackle me to the ground. And I don't know, man. But anyway, they put me on a stretcher, and then they took me to the hospital. But I thought my leg was broken, but it wasn't broke. It was just a big hematoma on there from the blood that when I broke that gear shift off with my thigh. So I stayed in there for a couple of hours and stuff like that. After that, I got out and I had to find a way home. It was no Ubers or nothing like that, you know, a Lyft or nothing like that back then, you know. So either I had to catch a yellow cab or catch a bus or something. But I ended up getting on the L train and taking it to back home, you know. So then after that, I kept getting a call from this guy. Uh, he's the guy, that was supposed to be driving, but he told the people that he was driving, but he wasn't driving. It was a lady driving. So I went to court, and they continued it. You know, went to court again, they continued it. Went to court again, they continued it. You know, so it kept going, continuing. You know, so and I I ended up being late for one of my court appearances. You know, and they tried to give the judgment to him. So I had to end up writing an affidavit that's telling them I was late because of the weather, you know. Yeah, because it was getting cold then, you know. It's getting real cold. So but they let that go and let the proceedings continue, you know. So after so long, they ended up awarding it to me. But they wouldn't pay for my hospital bill. They wouldn't pay for my car to get fixed because he didn't have insurance. He didn't have insurance. But still, he got charged for that other person's car that I ran into that was parked on the shoulder of the road, because he caused the accident. He ran into me, causing me to skid into them. So that was good, but it wasn't good that I had to pay for my car and stuff like that. So after that, my leg was messed up for like almost a month, you know, almost a month. But I still was able to go to the junkyard and get another hood, another fender, and another door. And I put all of that on, and it was fine, you know. But the funny thing about it, there was no airbags in that car. You know, I don't think, because no airbags deployed, no airbags. You know, it's crazy. But it was an '81 Plymouth Horizon. You know, so I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what you got to go through. But now I'm very careful when I drive. I try to think for other people. So I try to think ahead. Before I even pass a person, I think, what are they plan on doing? Are they finna switch lanes? Are they? Because people don't put their signal lights on no more. So before I pass them, you know, I try to look up at see if they're looking through the rearview mirror. Look through the rearview mirror. If they're looking through that, then I see they see me, and then I can go on and pass. You know. Okay. Like I was thinking about that because I saw some court papers from back then, which I can't find now. Yeah, I had some court papers from back then, but it's kind of crazy. But I made it through, you know. But I got rid of that car. I got rid of the car after that. You know, I felt as if the car was bad luck. Yeah. So I just got rid of it. But even though it had a kicker box in the back of there and everything, man, it was bad, man. It had slicks on the back, slick tires and stuff like that. Mm. Yeah, I was bumping Chubb Rock when it happened. I used to love Chubb Rock. It's 1990. Chubb Rock jumps upon the scene with a lean and a pocket full of green. Yeah, I used to love that, man. Yeah, I'll never forget that. All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. All right. Peace. Adios. Salamat.